Hello, my dearest one. If this video found you, there's a reason, there's a rhyme, so come hang out. My name is Mystic Maya if you're new here, and I'm chilling with Emmy girl over here. Let's see if we can see her. Emmy girl, let's go down on her level. Wait, 1 second, let's take the little elevator down. Quantum elevator. This is Emmy. I'm pet sitting her. She's so cute. Oh my god, look at her little booger. Oh, she has like boogie. Ew, don't put your boogies on me. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, dropping notes. I got a channeled message about resistance. Now, whew, what a funny intro. I feel like when the intros are a little like not perfect, let's call them, it's because the video needs to really stick to the person that it's for. So just get cozy. If this video found you, get cozy, get comfortable, and just get open to receive, because like I said, we're going to talk about the feeling of resistance. So if you're here, I'm imagining and trusting that you feel this like contracted energy where it's like you're inspired and hopeful, but you're also scared, and it's like this push and pull energy where you're like, oh, like you kind of feel like you want to burst, right? It's like you're good, but it's like now if you stub your toe or like something like, you know, annoying happens in the mundane, you want to fucking bust a cap on that motherfucker's ass, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's just like the anger can kind of come out, and it's like you've been waiting for a moment to just like release because you feel this resistance. So let's talk about it, because what came through when I wrote down like what does resistance need to tell you? First of all, resistance is your ego's way of saying like, let's have a final negotiation, okay? Because you are about to do a quantum leap, because we're always shedding our identity. Our soul is one essence, but our human identity, man, I think I've been like so many versions of myself, because it's like we're trying different identities until we understand if it's who we are. You know, it's like this soul remembrance journey, and a part of being on earth is identity, okay? So you got to find your flow, and we try different identities until it matches. So it's like you're about to do another expansion, because I think, tell me what you think, but I feel and think that we're continuously doing this, you know, identity evolution until we remember who we are without the identity, but then with the identity. You know, it's such a paradox, because it's like you got to forget the titles, and then when you forget your title, you remember who you are, and then you have the title of your purpose. You know what I mean? It's like it's so funny. But anyways, your resistance right now is basically saying like, yo, you're doing good. Like you're doing the work, you're doing a lot of immense growth, and you've let go of a lot. You're stepping into the new, and because the new is like it's funny, because it's like we are who, like the goal is to become your higher self in the now, right? Because your now self and the actions you take now creates that future you. So your higher self is not something far away. It's right here as you are. So it's not that you're becoming, like you're not gonna just like jump and then like become. It's how do you become in the now? Does that make sense? It's like, I swear to God, life is just, life is a paradox. Like seriously. So it's like, it's not that you're not your higher self in the now. You are. But it's on gonna get better, okay? So you're really in this like sacred pause. I've been reprogramming resistance into this energy of, I know that fear is here. Like there's fear here because I know I'm stepping into this new version of myself that I already am, but like in the human sense, I'm really becoming it because I'm embodying it. I'm starting to walk the walk of my higher self, talk the talk of my higher self. I'm literally waking up and creating a lifestyle, rituals based on my higher self in the now. So like the quantum self of me is catching up in the 3D version of me. Things are starting to click, and this resistance that you're feeling is kind of that last like, oh fucking shit, like we're about to just be like so plugged in. And because it's like that last negotiation, right, with your ego. Your ego's like, are you sure you wanna upgrade? You sure? And it's like your soul's like, yeah, man. Like, I'm ready for the upgrade. Like, yo, let's go. And that's why I like to reprogram resistance, because resistance has contracting energy, which is great, but let's soften it up a little bit. So what if you are just in this sacred pause? You're learning to feel the fear and transmute it into excitement. And that's kind of your soul homework today. But we'll get there in a second. Because really what's happening is like, I feel like you're at this precipice where you're asking yourself like, okay, like I'm becoming who I've been scripting to become, working so hard to become. And it's scary, right? It's scary. All of a sudden you're like, okay, if I step forward, what if I fail? Or what if success takes more responsibility, right? Like, what part of me do I have to release to create more space for this new version of myself? What would my higher self do even as it's feeling this fear? Because it's like, fear is inevitable. It's gonna come and go no matter how rich you are or how poor you are or anything in between. Like fear, love, joy, suffering, paying taxes, we all experience it. Death even, we all experience it. It's all human notions, right? And it's inevitable experiences. But it's really this chance, this resistance right here, right now that you're feeling. You're feeling this resistance almost like this owl. Like you've learned so many sacred tools of like self-help modalities, nervous system regulation, Reiki, positive affirmations, you name it. You're starting to really study energetics, study quantum mechanics, and you're realizing now like, whoa, with all this knowledge and tools that I have, it's like I'm not operating in fear like I used to, from a very like zoomed in point of view, a very victim mentality point of view. Now you're like really noticing and witnessing the fear, the resistance, the stagnant energy as a sign that you're about to expand, because it's telling you you're on the edge of your comfort zone and you're about to enter a new comfort zone, right? So the fact that you can zoom out is huge. And that's why I truly invite you to see this resistance, this era of resistance, as an opportunity to celebrate your becoming. So hold space for the fear, right? Because you know this by now. If you're here, you know this by now. And if it's new information, that's okay too, because we're always the student, we're always the teacher, we're always the student, we're always the teacher, we're always the student, and so it goes, right? But if you're new to this concept, all good. 9/11 feels significant, which is like, 9/11. It's like this emergency SOS. It's like, pay attention. But I'm actually curious the angelic meaning of that. Look it up for me. Let me know down in the comments. But what was I saying? Oh man, squirrel moment when my brain's like, Emmy's like, squirrel. But because like you're so zoomed out now, you have a new parallax, a new perspective of what your fear is telling you, what your resistance is telling you. You now know that you have to feel it to heal it, right? You got to hold space for the resistance so you can recycle it. And this is your soul homework. I want you to journal about who you are becoming. Like really script again, like do this again, and maybe you haven't done it and it's an opportunity to change your frequency. Could be that this video is finding you in a time when like you're just sick and tired of being in the victim mentality and you're like, I gotta change something. This is gonna help you do that. I literally just got a notification. It said level up, level up. This is your energetic level up right now. So you are going to journal about the man, the woman that you're becoming, the essence that you're becoming. What does he or she do in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening? How do you talk? How do you walk? What do you love? What is your non-negotiables? How do you treat yourself? How do you treat others? Right? Like really get nitty-gritty about it, because you have to know what you are a yes for and what you are a no for, because sacred boundaries is also a part of your becoming right now. There's also probably some resistance because you've been putting up your sacred boundaries. You've been protecting your peace. And there's a lot of people that knew the old version of yourself that is really confused. But you're protecting your peace right now, because it's the same thing of when you're going on an airplane and they say put the air mask on yourself first before you help another person. That's the era that you are in. You love people, you have compassion for people, but right now you're putting your own air mask on. That was weird. But like, I don't know, I like did this and I'm like, no, like we're in an era of unleashing the expression, but I wanted to depict like putting the air mask on, you know? Okay, maybe that's just a sign to like, maybe just like pet yourself and like tell your beautiful face that you love yourself, and like just like nurture yourself, because you're really in this era of, hi Bubba, we're gonna go for a walk soon. You're in this era of putting your air mask on and really nurturing yourself. And a lot of people can be confused, but let them be confused, because at some point it's all gonna make sense. And in the meantime, just continue working on thyself. The resistance that you're feeling is here to give you some blessings underneath the shadows. So just hold space for the shadows, because really, I feel like you're being asked, and here's a question that you can journal about. What am I protecting? So your fear is protecting something. What is it protecting? What am I afraid will happen if I succeed? Sometimes we're scared of success because it means we have more responsibilities. So just try and understand, like, what are you afraid of? What version of abundance scares you? And just get honest about it. We're gonna go, honey, we're gonna go. What identity am I being asked to release? So what old identity are you being asked to release? This goes hand in hand with when you're gonna script about like what you do in the morning, afternoon, evenings, like what are you a yes for? What are you a no for? Like really get into that. Like who are you? Who is your higher self? And how are you bringing your higher self into the now? And one more thing is like, sometimes we think like to pass through resistance, it's like wrestling it with more confidence, but it's no, how can you soften and become a witness to the fear. To the fear. Oh, Emmy, she's like, I want to walk. Okay. So just become a sacred witness, because you're in a sacred pause right now as you're about to do another expansion towards your soul remembrance. And that's so exciting. I like to see it as like you're getting a stamp on your soul passport, which is really exciting. And it's like when you're going to the airport, right? It's like, and you're in line for at the border, it's like, you know, when past this window of the officer and you get the stamp, it's like, oh shit, the adventure is real. So like really sitting with the fear and then transmuting it into excitement, because it really is excitement, right? You're feeling excited. You've been working so hard energetically, and it's all about to really click into the physical world. So this last, like annoyance in some sense is just this beautiful reminder that you're about to like pop off and expand. So celebrate yourself as you hold space for all of it. Jump into the celebration. Like, get excited that you're becoming this version of yourself. Like, truly, truly celebrate. I want you to go celebrate, whether it's like treating yourself to something fun outside of the house. Like maybe you go and get some ice cream, go get yourself a fun book at the thrift shop. Like really go celebrate, because, hold on, honey, we're going. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate how your higher self would celebrate yourself. Your abundant self will celebrate, because it's like, I did it. I'm already in that version of myself that I've been manifesting. So like celebrate from that version of yourself, okay? And then come back here and let me know how that was for you. I'm going to be celebrating for you, with you energetically. And what else? Emmy is like looking at me. It's better than you can imagine. That's the only card that I will show. So I just got back from walking Emmy. She was pretty antsy, so I felt like I ended the video, which I probably will cut that part out and just merge these together. But as I was walking, I decided not to take my phone with me, which is actually really, really big, because it was on 1% anyways. And I'm also, in my personal life, I'm really taking action to minimize my screen time, and it's actually really hard for me right now because I spend a lot of time alone, and my resistance is coming up with sometimes like doom scrolling, and maybe you too, so maybe this is significant. But as I was like walking outside and just being phoneless and taking in the birds and just the simplicity of life, and seeing the sunset, and just noticing the homes and the other dogs, and just like, the street art, and just all the beauty of life, when we're able to just be very, very, very present. I started thinking about resistance too, how it was interesting how Emmy felt this like energy, like she had to go out now, right? And I feel like that's kind of the feeling of resistance. It's like this feeling of like, we're about to freaking burst. We're about to burst. And not only is like celebrating that you are becoming this version of yourself, and then also honoring the fear, like what is it really trying to tell you, but also like allowing yourself to move, allowing yourself to groove, allowing yourself to shake and heal through movement, through motion, through getting out of your mind and into the body. Like that really came through as I was walking Emmy, is like allowing yourself to really hold space for your fears in movement and in presence, and letting go of the technology and the naysayers and like what society thinks, and really allowing yourself to tune down the volume and all the extra stuff. Like you already have your own loud self. It's like everything else is just louder, and we need to learn through our self-discovery journey, our self-love journey, to turn down the volume on the outer world and turn up the volume on our inner world, because our own inner world, like I just said, it has its own loudness and noise. So it's like both of it together is just like So that's why we even meditate, right? We meditate to not forget thinking. Like I always laugh when people are like, I'm meditating but I'm thinking. I'm like, yeah, because you're alive, bruh. Like if your mind wasn't thinking, you'd be dead. So the goal is not to stop thinking when you're meditating. It's about becoming the observer of your thoughts and realizing that you are not your thoughts, right? You are not your emotions, but your emotions give you data. And right now, your resistance is a type of, I don't even know if resistance is an emotion. I don't think so. Is it? But it's like an emotional, it has an emotional effect. So it is an emotional cue, right? It's telling you that there's some fear that is lingering, that, hey, look at me, love me, so I can work through this and become my higher self in the now, okay? So go enjoy this sacred pause, go move, go groove, go journal, go sit in presence, go be so proud of yourself. Give yourself like the biggest hug ever. Like if you got to just, squeeze yourself so tight and allow your double chin to shine bright. Oh my God, what? That was next level. Just let your inner freak like fucking get wild. Like that's the thing. It's like, I think too, when resistance is in the space, it's like we're too serious and our inner child is like, come play with me, come play, come be a kid again. Because when we are a kid, again, we activate joy, and joy is joy is the essence of God. Joy is the divinity within, and our higher self is the divinity within us. So it's like joy in our higher self is like, bam, you know? So yeah, go have fun with your inner child, connect your inner child with your adult self. Let me know how you feel. And then I wanted to just share a few exciting things towards the end here. So I created a new free resource, and I really hope you join me, okay? Because this is why I created this resource. So it's on Telegram, so you must download that app. I wanted to use Telegram because you don't see people's number. It's more, it's intimate, but like it's more exclusive, and there's like this safety element because on WhatsApp you can see people's number, and nowadays with all the scamming, like let's just keep it simple yet powerful. So I created a group for us on Telegram. It's called the Higher Self Spiral. And the whole concept is to have higher self wisdom nuggets on the go, daily resources. So when you're finding yourself in these moments of stagnant energy or triggers or whatever, you can like quickly pull up the chat and be like, oh my God, what did Mystic Maya post today? Ooh, I'm gonna do this 3-minute exercise to move through fear into love, you know? Or like maybe you'll even read a post that someone else posted, and we're gonna inspire each other to continue evolving, because self-love is not a straight line. Life in general is not a straight line. Like we are programmed to think that it is, like, oh, you do X, Y, Z, like you go to school, you get a good job, da-da-dee-da-da-da, and it just like all happens. But it's like, no, life is uncertainty. Boom. Life is a spiral. It's a becoming. So the whole concept of the spiral energy is this energy of returning back to your soul remembrance, to your center. And it's not about making a wrong turn. It's about understanding and loving like the journey of the curve, you know, because we're always gonna make these curves, these experiences, you know, like every curve in our spiral is an experience of growth, okay? So that's a free tool. I'm going to put in the description the link to it. And I hope you join me, because it will be fun to have you. I literally just had this idea the other day, so it's still fresh. So come be a pioneer in the group. I will spoil you guys with lots of just fun freebies in there, and it will be fun. We're creating our sacred tribe outside of YouTube. Also, what else did I want to share? There's also fun ways that we can work together one-on-one. I have a really just like easy breezy offering where it's, I call it a letter to your higher self, and I channel a message because I'm a channeler. So I basically channel what your higher self will want to tell you, because sometimes we're just Like the what I'll channel, you know, within you. So it's not like I'm coming to tell you something you don't know. But sometimes when we're in the fog of resistance or just, you know, life, because it's just heavy sometimes, we need like a sacred mirror, sacred reminder. So this letter is designed to do that. And what's so cool is it comes in greeting cards that I've created. Let me actually go grab them real quick. I actually have them right here because I want to take some photos. But I used to be, I still am, but one of the identity roles that I played was I was a graphic designer. So I created these incredible greeting cards, right? And for a while I was selling them to stores, and then a few months ago I got this like tidbit from my higher self, right? And it was like, oh, confirmation, something just fell on top of the fridge. So this is confirmation that maybe, just maybe, one, we might not be alone, but also this might be something that you should consider. But I created these cool greeting cards and I used to sell them to shops, and then I got the download like, you should channel letters for people that need help with their awakening journey. This is one of my favorite. They're blank inside, and the whole, like, not the whole, I guess, sorry, my brain is going like a million miles per hour all of a sudden. But I don't write the letter in this greeting card. I write it on a separate piece of paper, so you can keep this as art. So if you wanted to, you could, like, you know, frame it, right? And have it on your wall of cool photos. And yeah, it's a global offering. So no matter where you are around the world, you can grab one of these. As long as you have like a postal service, it will send, and it comes in one of these little bad boys. So that's available for you. It's $39, and that's like the most affordable way that we can, it comes with one of these little fun things. We can work together. But then if you want to go deeper in soul remembrance in a safe space where we really work on your limiting beliefs within the subconscious mind and reprogram it through Reiki, through hypnotherapy, through somatic practices, and you get like a customized reading for yourself, we can do that. So that's also available for you. I have Zoom sessions, and then if you're local to Los Angeles, so you can do in-person ones. But all of that info is down below if you do want to work together. 1111, as I said that, I love it. Either ways, I'm giving you all the options, all the little fun ways we can just like support each other. And I think that's it for now. So go enjoy your day. Just know that I believe in you so, so much, and I'm so proud of you. You're at the precipice of really like linking in, you know, like the old self and the new self. And it's crazy because we're going to continue doing this, you know, it doesn't really end, but I feel like you're at the start of a new era where you're like starting a new cycle. And it's so exciting because you've really done some deep reprogramming, and I'm really proud of you. Okay. So I love you. I'm your biggest fan. Emmy, you want to say hi? You want to say bye? We love you. See you soon. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe.